Now this is where Starkey Farmstead makes our worm castings. We have a double-sided bin and we have 50,000 worms on each side. So what am I gonna do with these amazing coffee grounds? Well, we're gonna start on one end, guys. We're gonna work to the other. Because let me tell you, red wigglers or composting worms love coffee grounds. So just like you, when you get up in the morning and you want a cup of joe, guess what? These worms, they would like a cup of joe too. Not to mention, guys, it actually raises all the nutrient levels in your castings higher when you feed your worms better. Okay, so you want to make sure that these coffee grounds are used or spent. Please don't put fresh grounds in your worm bins because it will make your bins acidic and it will actually heat your bins up. So the red wigglers are really going to appreciate this dose of caffeine. It's going to get them going, help them eat more, help them work better, just like it does for humans. Now, obviously, it's going to take me several pounds of coffee grounds to cover this bin, but I wanted to show you guys how we do it here at Starkey Farmstead. So I came back in to check my worms 2 days after making the coffee video, and I noticed that the top of my bins were extremely hot. Mistake I made where the grounds I used were still damp. So we mixed those grounds into the bins all the way to the bottom. Now, another way that I'm going to correct this problem is I'm going to shred a whole lot of cardboard, guys. I'm going to shred it and I'm going to shred, and I'm literally going to keep shredding until I have enough cardboard to balance the amount of grounds that I added to my bin. So you need to balance your carbon to your nitrogen. Okay, so I added a lot of coffee grounds that were wet and I increased the nitrogen level. When I did that, the bins began to heat up. Now that could easily kill all of my red wigglers. In fact, I found them piled up in the corners of the bins. How heartbreaking is that? So again, I made a mistake and I'm making this video to help you not make the same mistake that I did. So if you've done something like this, go ahead, shred a whole lot of cardboard. Don't be stingy. You can't overuse it. After you get your cardboard shredded, add water. Okay, so what's going to happen here is I'm going to make this dry cardboard moist, because anything that you add to your worm bins needs to be good and moist, every single piece. You don't want a worm to stick to it. And if it's not moist, it takes them weeks and weeks to be able to break it down. So go ahead, reach all the way to the bottom and pull up all of it, all your dry cardboard, and just mix it together. Now we're going to take that back to the bins. You can see here, I actually have still coffee grounds on top. They seem to have lost a little bit of their heat, but I want to get them good and mixed into the rest of the organic matter in these bins. Now my bins might not be set up like yours, but the concepts of creating a red wiggler composting bin are the same no matter what type of setup that you're using. So go ahead, get your moist shredded cardboard and begin to spread that across the top. I kind of think of it like if I was taking sprinkles and sprinkling them on top of a cake. Like you just want to get it everywhere. So you just keep sprinkling till you get this entire bed covered with some moist cardboard. Now, once you've done that, we're going to begin to mix it into that top layer. Okay, you see how I'm doing? I'm not going all the way to the bottom, but I'm just mixing it into the top layer. And two reasons for that. The cardboard's going to dry out if it sits on top of the bins. And I want it to get down there where the coffee grounds are to basically negate the heat that I accidentally added into my bins. So what I normally do is I put a piece of damp, moist cardboard on top of my bins before I cover them back up. There's two reasons for this. The moisture in the cardboard keeps the bin below it from drying out. Keeping moist cardboard on top draws your red wigglers from the bottom of the bin back up to the top where they need to be. And as they eat that cardboard, it is an indicator to me, once all the cardboard on top of the bed is missing, I know it's time to run my castings. So it's a visual for me for so many reasons. So I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you've ever accidentally heated up your worm bins and had to scramble to save their lives, because we all know they're definitely worth saving. You guys have a blessed day.